All right, Jack. I want to talk about some tough questions here with you about the boxing world, the boxing news, and what's happening out there right now.
Okay. Hope they're not too tough now.
Come on, man.
Give me something smooth.
You had some punches thrown at you already. You
There you go.
had a Mike Weaver. Come on, that's gonna be a lot tougher than my question.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Let's. Dan Gooseman pretty much has been very vocal about your son, Sugar Shane Mosley, and really about you too, saying,
what did he say about me?
He says he got the feathers, man. He got the
about
feathers
me?
about Shane. Saying, you know what? How come Shane don't want to fight him? Why is Shane running? He's never had a history of running away from fighters, but now he's showing his true colors by not facing Paul Williams. I mean, and it kind of has to kind of relay on you too, because that's your son. So what do you say about all that?
What I say about that, number one, Dan Goosen want to make some money, and he want to make a name for Paul Williams off a 37-year-old Shane Mosley. Paul Williams, 27 years old, need to be a heavyweight, is a damn heavyweight, long ass arm, 6'2". He need to go fight somebody like Chad Dawson or something, get his name that way. So
how about Jay Horton?
Well, fight my heavyweight Jay Horton. I bet he'd be scared to fight my heavyweight Jay Horton, and he's only 6'1", 6'1". So let's see him fight my heavyweight Jay Horton. See how scared he'll be, him and Dan Goosen. Okay, all right, bring your heavyweight and fight my heavyweight Jay Horton. Shane, first of all, is not scared to fight anybody.
Right.
But me as a father and a trainer, I'm like, he don't need to fight Paul Williams. Paul Williams needs to fight somebody else his size.
Right.
Okay, Shane has never lost to anybody his size. Okay. Only person he lost to was Vernon Forrest, and he's a bigger guy. Wingy Wright, he's a bigger guy. But everybody felt Shane won the rematches with those two guys, okay? So, no, Shane has fought everybody he needs to fight at this stage of the game. He's a person that people can be proud of and look at as a hero. And he's going down in history as one of the best fighters ever.
Right.
But he's no Superman, like I mentioned before. He don't need to try to keep fighting all these tough guys coming along, trying to make a name off of him, trying to make him a gatekeeper, because they don't give a care about him. All they're worried about, all Dan Goosen, in my opinion, is worried about is some money. Okay? He don't care nothing about who wins the fight. He wants that money. And as a promoter, I don't blame him. He needs to get the money.
Right. Absolutely.
And the fighter needs to get paid too.
Right.
But bottom line is, Shane, he knows Shane's not scared of him. Everybody in the world knows Shane's not scared of him. Shane's not scared of nobody, but it's the trainer's decision, but it's the trainer's, not decision, but it's the trainer's outlook to look at the situation and find out what's best for his fighter. And I think the best for Shane right now is to fight somebody like Margarito, who's been missing in action. He's been offered $4 million to fight Paul Williams. He refused. Paul Williams beat him. Okay, he's been offered $2 million, I hear, to fight Sugar Shane Mosley. He refused that. So what's up with Margarito? Why don't Margarito want to fight Paul Williams again? Why does he want to fight Shane? So Shane right now, I think, might be in negotiations to fight Berto, Andre Berto. But, and then there's the guy, Claudio, out there, the guy that almost beat Margarito. He's out there, but why doesn't he want to fight Shane? I haven't heard anything from him. So Bob Arum has a corral of fighters that he controls, and I think it's, which one of them is it? Margarito, Claudio, Cotto. And he wants them to all fight each other so he can maintain the money. Okay?
Keep it in-house.
Keep it in-house. Everybody knows that anyway. We know how that game goes.
Right.
So, to me, Shane is not afraid to fight any of those guys. He's proven that over and over and over again by fighting all the tough guys, all the tough challenges out there.
Like
so for him to say that, to try to entice Shane to fight Paul Williams, who is, like I say, in my opinion, he could be a heavyweight. Okay, fight Chad Dawson, fight Winky Wright, fight Vernon Forrest, fight those guys. They're your height, they got your long arms, they got your heavy bones. So fight them. Don't try to get a name off of Shane. Shane's done a wonderful thing for the sport, so you need to go fight somebody that you can really build a name off of, and stop trying to build a name off of Shane.
But we got to make it clear, Shane would fight him. I mean,
Shane would fight him. But
he's a true warrior.
If I have anything to do with it, he won't.
Right.
Because I won't allow him to fight him. I'm tired of that.
But Shane is his own man. We all know that.
Right.
Shane's his own man, and as a fight fan, and most fight fans, we know Shane has never shied away from a fight. Some fights you didn't, like you mentioned, Vernon Forrest. Those are some fights that we, as a fight fan, I had said, man, that's a bad pick, or Ricky Wright. But I would have to agree with you about the Paul Williams situation. There is, why even go after that guy?
Yeah.
Kalani would be the more reasonable fight out there for him. He looks like he's the more suitable guy that Shane could look spectacular against, just like with Mayorga, on that last round on knockout.
Last second, in the 12th round, knocked him out on a left hook, pretty left hook. It's the most devastating left hook in the history of boxing, they say, because of that 1 second left.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And Shane has not, Shane is not scared of him. It's me talking. It's not Shane.
Right, yeah.
Shane's not scared of him at all. Nobody out there, So why would he be scared of him? You see what I'm saying?
No,
but he's, I'm not going to say it. In my opinion, I wouldn't have him fighting.
Right.
No need to fight. What
Right.
for? You know what I mean? Get your greatness somewhere else,
Right.
Like Shane did. Shane did the hard way coming up. Fought everybody. So he
You
fight
know-
all these little bitty people,
Right. When you heard about Margarito, he backed out. He said, you know what? It doesn't make any sense for me to fight Shane. Money-wise, he's not going to put butts in the seats in stadiums.
No.
When you heard that, what was the first thing? I mean,
Well, I thought when he said that, I said, this man is crazy. He is out of his mind. He didn't think like that. Somebody else is feeding him in both ears full of stuff.
Right.
It's clogged his whole brain up. All that stuff going in both ears, clogged his brain up, so he can't think straight. So, no, Shane could put butts in the seats.
Right.
He's already done it over and over and over again, And so, that's crazy. I don't go along with that.
And we've had conversations about Shane facing Margarito, and you were adamant that is a good fight for him. That was the fight that you thought that it's a reasonable win that he can gain on.
Well, I wanted him to go in there, and I felt like he can beat Margarito's butt so we can get back at Cotto. Cotto's a nice person. Margarito's a nice person. They're not bad people. I'm not angry with nobody, you see what I'm saying? Because all the world in boxing is my fans, and not my fans, but people I care about, love, and appreciate them loving us back, appreciating us, our boxing styles and stuff like that. I like everybody. I don't hate nobody. I want to get that understood.
Yeah.
But I want Shane to fight Margarito so we can get back at Cotto.
Right.
Okay, and once we got back to Cotto, then we can go get somebody else. Because I felt that when he fought Cotto, I felt that it should have been a draw at least. And I felt that Shane had some things wrong with him that didn't allow him to get enough oxygen at that time.
What do you mean?
So there were nasal problems he had. So passages with the the blockage of his passages and stuff. He said he couldn't get oxygen. See, so therefore he didn't have the energy he needed to close the show. Now he does.
So that's been corrected.
That's been corrected.
And when did this get corrected? I mean,
That was right after the Cotto fight.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's why pretty much his stamina was actually really good when he faced Mayorga, right?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was getting better. So he knocked him out in the 12th round.
Wow. You know what? That's I don't think a lot. I didn't know anything about that.
Right.
This is new to me. But let's kind of get in with Cotto. Let's talk about Cotto, okay? Saw the fight with Margarito. Looked like Cotto had it in the bag for the first 6, 7 rounds. When you're watching this fight, were you thinking, wow, looks just too easy? Or were you actually thinking, you know what, Margarito's a big guy. This fight's going to have a turnaround, and we're going to see something a little bit more different than...
I picked Margarito to win.
Really?
Oh yeah, because he's constant, he's steady. He gets hit, takes a great punch, and keeps coming. It's just that Shane hits harder than Cotto. So that would slow him down some, especially with the oxygen, and everything that he's able to get right now. He would slow him down. Shane would be dangerous from the first to the last round.
Now Margarito's 5'11". I mean, that's
don't matter. See,
it's a big boy, but
he's not 6'2". He's 5'11".
You knew I was going with that one. Okay.
Right.
Now it's pretty much writers and everybody are talking about that the obvious pick that it looks like it's going to be set up is going to be Andre Berto versus your son Shane.
Right.
What kind of advice and what kind of keys do you think that you would advise Shane?
But Shane has tremendous power, determination, strength, and my advice would build a punch production, use a little lateral movement. You don't have to use a lot because Andre would probably be right there. He got fast combinations. Shane is used to dealing with speed too, and I think Andre is a little faster. Shane's 37, he's 24. But with my Max GXL, woo, give those great recuperative powers back to Shane, put him back in his 20s, and Andre might be in trouble. Because he'll have good punch production and good power.
What do you see out of Andre Berto?
I think he's a tremendous talent and has everything to gain and nothing to lose by fighting Shane.
No. You're obviously going to be there. You're supporting your son 100%. He's your son.
Right.
But with a trainer's eye, okay, we're not talking about father-son. We're talking about a trainer here. What is that about Andre Berto that you think could be taken advantage about? What are the mistakes out there that he does that you see is a flaw and that you can capitalize on?
I swear to God, I feel like every day is Cinco de Mayo. When Kid Frost had La Raza and the world on fire. Even MC Boulevard and proper dose. Spread that Mexican power from west to east slow. Lighter shade of brown had us jamming Latin active. And every Sunday afternoon on my rhymes I practice. Tilting something way bigger than La Cosa Nostra. Mellow man named